Hi Leo, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. This is your March chakra reading. I thought that I would have an interlude to our usual monthly love reading and have an opportunity to take an opportunity to look at ourselves from within rather than always looking at what's going on around us and on the outside. It's good every now and again just to check in with yourselves and just see how you're doing, how your chakras are. I think the chakra system is a really great way to look at the different kind of aspects of the psyche and also see where we are in our own spiritual growth and self-actualization or evolution, spiritual evolution. So yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and do a reading for us. I thought that this might be especially helpful to spiritual workers, or some people say light workers, or other readers, or spiritual people, which is probably everyone watching. That could I thought this might be a benefit to you as well, or to us, I guess you could say. So I'm using the Chakra Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and within it there are 7 suits for each of the chakras. And what I did was shuffled each of the chakra suits, I guess you could say, and pulled a card for you, Leo, for the month of March. So what stood out to me mostly here are kind of 2 stories that seem to be happening for you. We have mysticism here. I think this is going to be key for you this month. You seem to be gathering some sort of wisdom here, possibly through mysticism. In your environment here, I will go through a bit slower in a moment, so I'm just kind of maybe a little bit excited about your reading for some reason. It's quite interesting. So then we've got impartiality. For what's in your surroundings. So impartiality, for me, this represents the crown chakra. That's what this card, that's the suit that this card belongs to, is the, sorry, forgive my nails. Yeah, it's the suit of the crown chakra. And here we can see this person, almost like the Justice card, that basically isn't polarized. So I feel like you're being guided around not being polarized, but instead just dealing with the ultimate truths. So I feel like you're dealing with ultimate truths, or maybe universal laws, or just seeing things as they are rather than how you would like to see them, or not seeing any good in anything. It's like really keeping that middle ground this month, where you don't maybe go to any extreme, basically. And I feel as well that that's the energy that is kind of around you, is impartiality. It's about maybe learning to be detached whilst also being present. It's kind of finding that kind of fine line of impartiality and balance. And I feel that it may be good as well for you to focus on yourself. That may be a way to kind of stay impartial, is like by not involving yourself in everyone else's ideas or opinions or polarities, but instead focusing on yourself and your inner truth. Now it looks like mysticism. So I think this month you're very psychic, very in tune with your spiritual self. You may be learning more about mysticism. You could be kind of leveling up in some way. So there may be some new books that you're reading, or a new interest that you've taken in mysticism or the occult or tarot reading, and things like that. Maybe it's astrology. Maybe you're kind of developing another kind of string to your bow. I was going to say another arm, yeah, but yeah, another string to your bow when it comes to maybe your spiritual kind of gifts. So yeah, it's looking really good. I feel you're learning a lot this month. We then have the bitter-sweet card in the place of your throat chakra. So again, that's what made me also feel that it is about kind of these ultimate truths that, as ugly as they may be, it's also beautiful because it's the truth. You're starting to see maybe the beauty in the truth, even though the truth may be harsh. Now, this kind of brings you in a lot of wisdom. Wisdom is going to you may also be learning to love someone more than you could before. Maybe you are kind of showing extra compassion here to someone rather than maybe holding a strong view about the way a person is behaving. You may decide to be impartial and say, well, you know, you may not make it kind of all about you or take it very personal, because you may be, you know, you're kind of being detached. And this also allows you to accept a lot more from, you know, accept a lot more about this person or situation or thing, or what that you're learning, or your perspective. You're just kind of got a wider acceptance for things. Like you can love more. Like maybe before you couldn't love, say, a thief, but now you've seen that there's another side to the story, that sometimes there's maybe someone's run away from home, you know, and they're having a really hard time, and they've always been having a hard time since as far as they can remember, and they finally fled home, or you know what they should be their home, and they could be destitute, and they could find themselves doing things that they maybe would never want to do, like stealing or lying terribly, you know, acting in desperation basically. And you might actually start to see that, as ugly as it may seem, actually there's a beautiful person here who has, okay, maybe let's not go too far, it depends what they've done. But you know, if it's just like simple things, like maybe they just like stole some bread or something, or they stole some food, and or something small, and you know, you might say, well, this person actually has survived a lot. When I look at them, they've survived a lot, and actually you may see the beauty in that. So you could learn to love more. That's what I mean by when I say you might love more. So whereas you only love this kind of many people, you now include these people too, or you now appreciate more. So you're more appreciative, and it's bringing in a lot of wisdom as well. So through this wisdom, your heart is expanding, basically. So you're learning to love a lot more through not being polarized and keeping strong judgments about things. Now, this could be related to your partner, because we do have soulmate here in your root chakra. So it could be related to somebody who maybe has lied to you, because we do also have facade or facade here. I say facade, but I think that says facade because of the little thing under the sea, but I think it still means the same thing anyway. So I think maybe someone has lied to you, maybe in the past, maybe it was your parent. We do see here a kind of father, it looks like, and his son walking through the clouds here. So it could be that you're connecting as well with spirit in that way. Maybe you are connecting with people that have passed on, you know, maybe that's what you're learning about, learning more about that. Maybe before that was something that you would never do or never want to do, or just didn't see yourself doing for whatever reason, and now maybe you are. And I think there will be people, or you know, you'll definitely be guided here, it looks like, and there looks like there are people there that would probably want to communicate if that's what you're interested in. If not, then they may still be there, but you know, you don't have to do anything. So yeah, but this would also be relating to a lie that maybe someone's told you, because again, it's facade, the actual word itself, apart from the image and other things that I've picked up. I also have to take into account that there is this word here, and then we do have soulmates, and then we do have completion here. I'm a Leo rising, so I'm not particularly excited about this either. But yeah, it could be that there is maybe someone's been lying to you, and maybe there is some sort of ending that may come. Now, this could also be, you know, in a more positive sense, that you know, that, well, for one, you could be learning to forgive this person, not really kind of hold a grudge, and to say, well, you know, it may not be all about me. You know, maybe this person's going through their own crap, and maybe that's why they're not being like the perfect gentleman, or being the lady that I want them to be in my life, or whatever. But yeah, you're being asked here to rely on your wisdom, and yeah, there will be, you know, it will be maybe bittersweet. You know, maybe this is related to that. There may be a truth that you have to accept. Maybe someone has passed on. Maybe this person will be with you in spirit as well. Yeah, but maybe someone has passed on, and you're having to kind of accept that. You know, maybe it was, you know, it's just, it was going to be what it is, and you know, sometimes, yeah, the truth is what it is, and it can be painful, but it can also be liberating, and that's what this bittersweet is. It's like, maybe it's a feeling of like, well, at least I know now, even though I don't like what I know, kind of situation as well here. You know, if anyone has passed on, if your father has passed on here, they are with you. My father has passed on years ago, but yeah, this could be also an indication for me as well that maybe my father is close by me too this month. Yeah, he kind of looks like him too, probably. Yeah, got grey hair, brown skinned, and he's brown skinned there. So yeah, if I mention my dad in any other reasons, you'll know why. But yeah, yeah, that's what it seems like here, that my dad is with you all. I'm joking. That maybe someone, sorry, it's not even a laughable matter, but maybe someone has passed on, but they are with you, it looks like here, and they are taken care of as well, because they have someone with them. They have someone guiding them. Now, the person that's passed on may not have been a very spiritual person here, you know, and they may really think a lot about you as a child, but they may not have been a particularly kind of spiritually kind of wise person. You know, everyone's got spiritual connection with spirit, yes, but not a lot of people, sorry, really delve into the intricacies of, I guess, spiritual work, you know, apart from us guys. You know, not a lot of people do. Nowadays probably they do, but definitely probably in my dad's day they probably did not a lot. It was kind of still quite a really occult. So like, maybe that person may have had a spiritual life, but maybe they are a little bit kind of, they have a past on, and then a little bit confused as to kind of what's happening. And there are people around them, that are guiding them, and they're with them, so don't worry. They're in really good hands, and they are looking over you. They're looking over you, and they're being guided to, even, I would say, to look after you and look over you. They're kind of being taught that, you know, okay, this is what you do, you pass on. Like, in this stage of your passing on, kind of look over the people that you've left behind, and you maybe guide them as much as you can, or you have an opportunity to. They may be saying, you know, you don't, because like, they may feel like they've really lost you, even as they pass on, and they could be feeling like, oh no, I'm really worried that I've left this person behind. How are they going to be without me? And I think Spirit is saying that, even reassuring them that you can still help, you can still be around. You know, you might not be able to actually physically do things, but there's still ways that you can guide them. And they're being taught, they're learning a lot. So there's a lot of wisdom and a lot of love growing through that with this wisdom card here. So yeah, but with the soulmate card here, now this is in your root chakra. So this is the very first chakra, related to sex and the survival instinct, and can also relate to insecurities that you may have, or that exist within you, that are that really connect to your sense of fight and flight. So the kind of maybe fears that you maybe that you may have acquired through maybe more traumatic events or events that happened very early in your life, they would definitely be affecting your flight or fight responses, and be very much part of your subconscious, and you may not even recognize, like, see them coming. Yeah. But at the same time, in the same way that you've learned lots of things to be scared of, you also learn innately like what you love. You know, I know when I eat peanut butter, it still makes me really happy because I used to love it as a child, and it kind of makes me feel, it kind of brings me back there a little bit. Not the greatest example, I know, but it just an example of, you know, the root chakra isn't, I don't think, just about your fears or you know, these instincts and survival instincts. Sometimes they do actually, survival points to comfort as well. Often we stay comfortable in difficult situations, or we stay in difficult situations because we're comfortable. And we all say, well, why would you do that? But actually you're designed, your brain is actually designed in a way to always seek comfort first and choose the easiest option. So it really does take will and motivation to kind of get yourself out of a rut that you are comfortable in. And where was I going with this? So yeah, it does take a lot. And I forgot what I was saying. It will come back to me. But yeah, it may it is hard to get out of ruts, and I'm gonna remember what I was saying. You know, I can't be bothered. Okay, so we've got soulmate. So maybe there's a soulmate in your life. Maybe they're really special. Maybe they are triggering these kind of innate fears of flight or fight responses, or even your deep loves. You know, maybe also your father was a soulmate, or this person that's passed on is a soulmate. But yeah, definitely pointing to the third eye here, and kind of intuition, spiritual kind of connections and conversations with the divine, with spirit, with your soulmate, psychically as well, possibly. So there is possibly a lot of psychic communication, but it won't be through speaking, it won't be through listening. You know, this will be through your third eye. So there'll be a lot of mysticism this month. You'll have probably a lot of messages and downloads coming through for you. So yeah, I'm going to stop here because the reading probably will go on and on. But sorry that I got lost track of what I was saying. Sometimes I have so many different thoughts that come in that I would jump to the next thing, and I'm actually really tired as well. But yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I hope that I made my point, and and you understand. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. I think it was really interesting, and I really wish you the best of luck for this month, Leo. And that, yeah, you have lots of spiritual insights, and if you do, please do share them below. I'd be really interested to hear from you. All right, take care. Bye.